broads in Atlanta.
Hey guys, how it going? This is Yar Spark. We are back here in Elite. I'm here today also in the Cobra MK IV, and to talk about the Cobra MK IV, I wanted to talk about a little bit of something, and I want your guys' opinion on it. I'm going to be posting this on the forum and on a couple pages on Facebook, and also in my group, the Winterwolves. And yeah, it has to do with the Cobra MK IV, and I will show you why. If anyone's familiar with the Cobra MK III, it had the underneath weapons underneath its belly, which was okay. You could fight with it in a different way than you can the Cobra. The Cobra you want to fight up, that one you want to fight down. You can fight down, but the middle gun for some reason is the only one that will. Even though the ones on the side look like it's more capable. I don't know. But yes. Hard points. You can see that I'm in my exploring vessels just so I can make it a little bit more example. You got the middle one, the small one on the right side of the ship, and the one on the left side of the ship. And you have the two medium ones, which are standard. These three are new to the Cobra MK IV. I know the Cobra MK IV has been in the game a little while, but these are what makes the Cobra MK IV. It's pretty much the reason why I also like it so much. You get the normal, medium, hard points, the three smalls. When you jump to utility mounts, you can see, look over to the right. I know you can't with this because the main menu's in the way, which is obnoxious. Well, you might be able to, but this right here, that's one of the doors from the Cobra MK III, and I'm puzzling of wondering why they did it. I feel like they did it because they had the model for the Cobra MK III and they just shoved this into it and they added on to it and just forgot to either erase it or just left it on there to show that it's modified Cobra MK III or it's from the Cobra MK III or something like that. I'm not really for sure. But I would really like to see it actually being used for another hardpoint, or it being used, or just some kind of explanation. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. The fact that I just can't use it and it's right there in front of me. And I wanted your guys' opinion on that. And maybe this will reach out the frontier. I don't know. I'm not very big, so probably not, but I like to see what your guys' opinion on this. Also, on the other hand, the utility mounts are mounted underneath this ship. And I happen to found something. I spent a good amount of time looking at my ship, seeing how the paint works after it's chipped off a little bit. And what I want to show you, I have to go to the surface floor. Also, the external camera bugs out if you go up to this. It should reframe. I happen to notice these utility-looking mounts near the heat vents the other day, and I was like, I don't remember those being there. I'm very curious if these were actually there in the game, and I'm just completely blind, and I did not notice that. Because I think I would notice that, because this is the whole purpose of me making this video, is because I found two things that have bugged me on the Cobra other than the speed. It really shouldn't have that much speed reduction. So hopefully they'll give it a speed buff too. But yes, I'm very curious of why this has two more utility slots on top that is not accessible. I don't know if this is a cosmetic thing or what. And I want to get your guys' opinion on this too, because I don't recall this being on the Cobra MK IV, or not Cobra MK IV, Cobra MK III either. But then again, I haven't seen a Cobra MK III in quite a while, so I'm not 100% sure. I have one, I just haven't kind of had the energy to actually go get it. But yes, I feel like if they're going to have these things on here, they should at least let us have it. And it should be something special to the Cobra MK IV, because the Cobra MK IV was something special that we Horizon players got for getting the game. I know we got the extra gun, but we got an extra gun and lost a lot of speed, and we had to engineer to get back up and running this to like a normal Cobra, which mine's grade 3 thrusters, and I can't find modified consumer firmware, and that is aggravating me right now, but whatever. But yes, I wanted to get your guys on these utility slots and also these weapons that are weapon slots that are mounted underneath that are not being used. It bothers me to a slight degree, and the fact that I cannot use them. Because I really love the Cobra Mark III, and it's one of my favorite ships, and I feel like a lot of people like it, and it just doesn't kind of get the attention that it deserves. Because whenever I go to Inara and look at recent events that have happened with ships, I just don't see a lot happening with the Cobra Mark III, and it just kind of surprises me, since this ship has the biggest capacity out of all of the small ships, and it's not even that big. Not compared to the Vulture or the Diamondback. And yeah, I know many people don't like the ship, and a lot of people do like the ship. It's really good at some things and not so much. I've been able to make this ship do a lot of things. I've been able to make it explore really great with about a 36 light year jump range. And I've been able to make it combat effective as all can be. I took on large ships in this and got out fine. And I just wanted your overall opinion, guys, of what you think of these two utility mounts near the heat vanes. Tell me if this is new to you or if this has actually been there, because I cannot just believe it's either been there or what, because I would think I would notice that. And also, what you guys think of these hardpoint mounts underneath the ship that are there, and should they be usable or what? Because it's quite teasing me quite a bit. I personally would like it if Frontier maybe traded some of the internal slots for it, because that would actually kind of make the ship have 2 extra weapons and kind of free up some of that space inside, because I don't know if this thing has any balancing problems because of that, but I doubt it. But I feel like if people can compromise with the power problems, because they have Horizons because they got the ship, obviously, so they can obviously afford to do the power systems for everything on the ship to add those extra 2 utility slots and also the 2 extra weapons. Would it make the Cobra Mark III groundbreaking? Not really. The way the weapons work in this game is that to equal one weapon, one medium weapon is 2 or 3 small weapons, and 1 large weapon is 2 medium weapons, if I'm correct. And 1 giant weapon, I think they have giant weapons in this game. You can fit it to the Corvette, if I'm correct. It's 2 large weapons. So it takes 2 of 1 to make it large, and I don't think this would equal up to anywhere close to like the Diamondback, really. I think that this might be close to the Diamondback as far as performance, but not close to the Vulture, not one bit. I've flown a Vulture. I personally don't care for the Vulture just because of its FSD, and its also gas tank is just awful. I just like multi-purpose ships, and I would just like to see this ship being able to be a little bit more combat effective, give it some speed, and some other loves to it. And as I keep saying, I want to hear your guys' opinion on this, and I'm probably rambling, but I just really like this ship. So please tell me down below, and in the forums, and in the comments, what you guys think of this ship, and what you think of these points I have pointed out. And until then, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See y'all!